Hi everyone! We're going to talk about a game changer in the world of technology, the 80x86 microprocessor family. Introduced by the Intel in 1978, this family of processors transformed how computers work and how we interact with them today. But before we dive in the 80x86, let's take a step back and see what computing was like before it came along. Back then, I think most computer use 8-bit processors like the Intel 8080 or MOS 6502. These processors were like a small wagon. They could only carry a tiny amount of data at a time, which made them slower and limited in what they could do. How about you, Ron? Any insights?
Oh, partner. Computers in that era could only access very small amount of memory, just 64 KB I think, which is barely enough to store a single photo today. It was like trying to read in a giant peephole. And because every computer system has its own very unique design, software couldn't easily run on different machines, and it was very inefficient. Then came the 8086, Intel's first 16-bit processor. It was like upgrading from a wagon to a delivery truck. Suddenly, computers could process twice as much data at once, handle more memory, and perform tasks faster. The 8086 didn't just make computers better, it created a standard called the x86 architecture that modern processors still use today.
For me, my first computer was an HP brand that ran Windows XP. It was powered by a processor in the x86 family, and it's where I learned to type and play games. I had no idea that its brain was part of a system dating back to the 1980s or 1970s.
I had a laptop with a Ryzen processor. It's a newer version of the same architecture. Para siyang, it felt like upgrading from a bicycle to a sports car. Even though my computer was faster, it still had roots in the 8086, showing how this technology has evolved but still stayed consistent.
Hi, I'm Rob. Let's break this down. So before, when there's no 8086, most computer use 8 bits processor, like the Intel 8080. There were like small wagons that could carry only a very little data at a time. Then, the 8086 introduced 16-bit processing. 16-bit processing, it doubled the amount of data it could handle. The 8086 was also smarter. It introduced something called segmented memory, which made it possible to access more memory than the older processor. We can imagine these two upgrading from a single grocery bag to a shopping cart. You can carry a lot more items without needing multiple trips.
Now, as the family grows, it added new features with every version, like multitasking and support for better graphics. This evolution turned it into the x86 architecture, which became the blueprint for modern processors.
Think about how you use your computer today. Watching videos, browsing, gaming, or working. All of that is possible because of x86 architecture.
And it's not just personal computers. The same technology powers the like servers, workstations, gaming consoles, and even medical devices. It's everywhere, shaping our daily lives in ways we don't even notice.
So what's next? I am looking forward that since processors are getting faster and smarter, with companies like Intel and AMD pushing the limits, new technologies like AI and machine learning are becoming more common, and x86 processors are adapting to power them.
It's exciting to think that the same architecture that started with the 8086 is still evolving. It's like watching an old tree grow bigger and stronger with its roots still deeply connected to the past.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through the 80x86 microprocessor family and its incredible impact on computing. It's amazing to see how something created decades ago still shapes the technology we use every day.
Don't forget to like,
Comment!
And subscribe for more tech stories.
Share your own experiences with devices powered by x86 processors in the comments.
We'd love to hear from you guys.
See you next time!